What's up, y'all? Thank you for viewing the In Between series, the show where young folks honor the space between their dreams and their reality. Today I have with me Lo, Nayanel, B. Nikki, Quay, and Frankie. And this discussion, I'm pretty excited about this. We just need to kind of communicate, what does it mean to be amongst like-minded peers? And is that a very important aspect of being a creator, is having like a community of people who understand you? What do y'all think?
That's absolutely yes.
A requirement?
You can't go on but for so long trying to do everything on your own. It burns you out.
It does.
And y'all push each other along as well.
Yeah. You can't operate solely on your own ideas and think that, this is the all to be all. You can allow people to input and tell you something that might make you go back and tweak something to make it better,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that, to me, the definition of somebody who I would want to have in my circle, need to have in my circle, is somebody who is going to grow me. Yep. And somebody's going to take me to the next level, and me do the same. If you have people who are in your circle who are yes men or yes women, and you do great, everything you do is perfect and nothing's ever wrong, you're never going to grow as an artist or a creative. So you have to have those people who are going to be honest with you through the good and the bad, because if you're not in my life to benefit me and take me to higher levels, then I don't need you around, because you just bring me down.
Yeah, it's so true. There's a Bible verse that says, "As iron sharpens iron," so one person sharpens another, and it's so true. It's like, use who's around you. Like it's beneficial.
I never knew that was in the Bible. People say that to me all the time.
Yeah.
What?
A Bible.
Oh, no, go ahead, Nikki.
I feel like it's important to know, support can be measured in different ways too.
Okay.
You feel me? Just something as small as a phone call. I'm stressing out over this
Emotionally.
project and I need somebody to just vent to. That goes a long way. A retweet, attending an event, just supporting. It can be measured in different ways. So I think that's important too.
What's your deal breaker though? What can someone not do that's the very least to support you that would cause you to end a friendship, end a relationship? Where do you draw the line with what you need as a creative for the people around you?
I don't feel like everybody has to support you.
Okay.
I
We're
wouldn't
talking
say-
about friends though.
You talking about friends?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I mean, I guess we're
I
not.
feel-
I guess
well,
we're not specifically talking about
we
friends, but
airtight
for
around-
that
around my way.
question, a friend.
I had a friend where it's she just wouldn't want to celebrate with me. She always wanted to talk about what she has going on. And for me, that was all right, I can tell that you're hating, or you're not just I don't know, it's hate. It's hate.
Yeah.
So, you have to pay attention.
I think that for me, it's not everybody's gonna hype you up the way this one person will, and I feel like you can't hold everybody in your circle to the same level, because you do have different people. I think for me, it's the consistency in who they are and how they support you. So if you're the person who comes out to my shows and or hypes up my photography on Instagram, or buys my song on iTunes, continue to do those things. If you're just somebody who always sends me a nice text message or something cool, keep doing that. And do what you say you're going to do. If you're a supporter, I'm coming to your show, but that person never shows up, and they always end up being I got you, and they never got you. One strike, two strikes, you out. Because you're building me up. I'm going to get let down. That's going to affect me as a collective, because I'm going to feel like I don't have that support, and that's going to negatively influence my work potentially.
Yeah. What if someone just doesn't have the capacity to really light your fuel? Because maybe you're the first that they ever seen do it, so they're just you have all these great ideas, but they've never seen it before, so they can't even imagine what you're thinking to create. So is that hard trying to maintain that relationship? Because you do really want, for me personally, I really want my support system to be able to say, I don't necessarily know what you're talking about, but I know that you're dedicated to it, and I know that it's something. I'm proud of you, and it does. But I'm always skeptical, very skeptical, when I have something to say about there's something that fills me up that I'm so excited about, and then when I mention it to someone, they're mute. I'm like, I don't know.
I had that happen in my family, and it's initially hard to deal with it for somebody that you're supposedly close to, but honestly, I feel like you really kind of sometimes really have to just self-motivate in a sense. You really have to give yourself pep talks, because once they see what you said you're going to do, once they actually see it in fruition, then I feel like they'll support. But if they're not supporting you, I don't think I don't know. I just
And you can use that as fuel, honestly.
Yeah.
Because everybody doesn't see it's your vision.
Yeah.
Right? You got to make other people come to the light and see what you're bringing to the table.
And on
So-
the flip side, you know, it's some relationships. I feel like some of the most valuable relationships I have are the ones that are not directly in my field. Like they don't see my vision. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay because they offer me a new perspective. They're like, oh, well, you know, or they may not be able to help me here, but they
Yeah.
can help me on this side of things where maybe I kind of lack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it can be valuable, but I definitely agree with y'all. The support has to be there, whether you get or whether you're in my field or not. The support has to be there for sure.
Do y'all think? Do you think that is hating automatically if someone doesn't know how to support you? Do you think that people are in competition with you? No.
I don't think that it's hating automatically. I think that hating begins to manifest when a person, whether they understand or not, just, you know, looks at you either as a threat and purposefully doesn't do things to support you because that's going to advance you. That to me is when the hating begins. If you just, you know, if I'm a neurosurgeon and then I'm talking to basket weaver, you know, they might not understand what I'm talking about. But if they're like, yes, that's great, that's cool, like I verbalizing sometimes that you don't understand what somebody's talking about, but how can I help you? To me is the best thing you can do because at least you're being honest and I'm giving you an opportunity to like let me know, okay, this is what you can do for me.
Yeah, that could go both ways. Because honestly, if you feel like you're only in competition with yourself, you don't even pay attention to none of that.
That's true.
Yeah.
But then
That's
at
true.
the other end of it, who don't like competition? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's push each other. If it's that type of competition.
That
but
ties
then,
with your own self-security,
Yeah.
how you feel about yourself. Yeah.
And that's pushing you. I mean, I like that type of competition, but I think that I don't know. Maybe the question is like, you know, what is hating? Like, it's just like, you know,
How do you
somebody
define, like,
who's jealous? Because there are a lot of people
Yeah.
in every, you know, it's just like, oh, I'm a singer and a photographer. So like, if I'm doing anything, I would never come to something and like purposely down another singer or photographer and be like, oh, your work is trash, or like not support them because they're better than me. Because to me, that stems on your own personal insecurity. And a lot of people hate because they're insecure about what they do. So
Or what they can't do.
or what they can do. Exactly. And it's just like, I think that that can turn on us as well, because I think that sometimes we have to be careful what we do, because I think sometimes when we feel intimidated, we may begin to slide into that zone of hating because we're insecure. And I think the more confident you are in your craft, the less hating that you'll ever even be tempted to do, because it's like, you great, I'm great, we're both great, how can we make each other greater?
So, like, I think our generation is at a point of being able to reach out to people and work with people and connect with people. That's just what I'm seeing around me. I think I'm at a point now where the people that I see around me match who I'm trying to be or match where I am. And I do think it's very important to surround yourself by that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I exclude myself from people who do not participate in the same things that I'm interested in. Like, I'm never gonna feel too good for people who want a different route than me, or who don't necessarily want to see, I don't want to say bigger, but want to see a different life that I'm trying to build. So do y'all feel like that y'all ever had to be, and you know, be honest, because that's what we do here. Do you ever feel like you had to not remove yourself because someone was like directly like, you know, doing harm to you and your ambitions, but because you felt like those people were unmotivated and you wanted
For your growth.
for your growth.
I've had to battle myself with that. Like my best friend, throughout my whole college career, she's always been my cheerleader, but I've never quite know, like, what is it that you want for yourself? You know, because she's just always been in a relationship, and that's all I really ever correlated to her. So now she's a mom, and I still don't quite know what her goals and ambitions are, but she celebrates me. She is always there for me. She, you know, she pushes me. So I know that she's not so much of a detriment to me. It's just, you know, maybe I should do more into helping her figure out what it is she wants. You know, be that for her as I would like her to be me.
Two different paths, but still
Completely different paths.
Yeah, two different paths, but then support
That's
is
still my
there.
dog, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely been in that boat where I've had to, you know, distance. You know, everybody can't go with you as you grow in life.
Yeah.
And it is unfortunate, but I feel like, you know, it's a testament to your passion too. If you really committed to your passion and your vision, your goals for yourself, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. And everybody not gonna understand that. And it's okay. It's literally okay. We can flourish from a distance, both of us. You feel me? That's okay. So I mean, it's hard, but you gotta make moves.
Yeah.
Money moves.
And I wouldn't say that I spend. I
Definitely
think
money
I've changed like how often I see certain people who, you know, like I'm still not going to exclude you, but I'm still going to make sure I'm still around because my presence can maybe be helpful for you. And, you know, and I think it's really also important to see like the value of each relationship. Like maybe you're not the one that's getting poured to all the time, but like if we're in this together and these your people's, like, can you be that for them sometimes? You know, so that's something that I've kind of like been conflicted about when I think about my peers and what I want.
I mean, I think that as you grow and as we all grow, you know, there's people are in your life for a season, and some people are for, you know, forever, and some people, like I said, are just, you know, that season was much shorter. But to always be understanding and accepting to the fact that, you know, hey, this person was really great and they really helped me out at this time, but as you grew, you didn't need them anymore. And to not hold on to things because of what they did for you, because what they did for you, they can no longer do for you, and being able to see that. Because I think that sometimes you do get bogged down or like attached to the person, and have to realize that the person may be cool, but what they're bringing to the table and what they're doing for me, you know, is not forever. And we could easily, and I've done it myself, like hinder my growth because I'm holding on to the concept and idea of a person, and I'm not looking at it from, well, that person was there because they had these skill sets, these ideas, this motivation, encouragement for me in this time, and they can't do that for me anymore. It's kind of, somebody was like, support is kind of like medicine. You know, you take medicine when you need it, but if you take it and use it when you don't need it, it's ineffective. So it's just like,
That's real.
Yeah,
That's very real.
that's so true. So I have a question, and be honest, and you know,
Stop
take
saying
this how
that.
you
We're
want
gonna
to
keep
take
it
it. Do you think that there's people like you? Like, do you feel like you're the only one out here doing it? And I don't mean like labels. I mean like in your craft and in your world, are you the only one like you?
I mean, we all have, you know, distinct features. In my eyes, this is how I think about it. I feel like the reason that I got started is I feel like if I don't do it, who else gonna do it? But somewhere out there, if somebody is doing what I'm doing, I want to meet him. Like, what's up? Like, I'm not like let's see where we can take this thing. I'm not even intimidated by that, you know, because I'm in my own lane, you're in your own lane, and we can do things together better than we do it separately. So if somebody out there is like me, what's up? Pull up. Like, I'm not gonna be shy and, you know, withhold the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We can build whatever we have to do with what we got each other. So
I firmly believe like I'm the only one in my lane.
Okay,
you know,
Nikki.
doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I think if you think about it, you know, a lot of us are chasing the same dreams and the same goals, but in terms of when it boils down to what I bring to the table, it's only me. Everybody else do what I do.
And I want those around me.
Put my sauce on.
yeah.
Drip, drip.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can't nobody do it like be Nikki. You know? So I can do it like me, but it's important that, you know, we've talked about this before, just realizing your purpose, realizing your niche, and that's what you highlight. Everybody chasing the same stuff, but what's special about you? Like, what's unique about you? When you tap into that, hey, you ready for it.
What is unique about you is whatever it is that sparked your passion to begin with.
Yes.
Like, of course, there's media is a very broad yet small world. So yeah, there's a hell of people out here doing what I'm doing, but nobody has a heart like mine about how I'm doing it.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Yes.
Well, y'all some positive ass people
Gotta be.
because
Gotta be. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's
yeah,
real out here.
You can't think that you're the only one doing something. It's just nobody's doing it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and
Yeah.
I think that I mean, to be realistic, because I know that this is something that I've had to deal with, is I have felt in the past that, not that somebody was doing it like just like me or that I was doing the same thing, but I felt that what I was trying to do, both in music and photography, like people were doing better than me. And I think that, you know, when I was assessing my own body of work and trying to, you know, figure out how to grow, you know, you go and look at other people sometimes and, like, you know, get inspiration or whatever, or you come across things on your feed. And to me, I was just like, oh, I like this type of photography, or I like this genre of music, and I'm listening to it, I'm like, my stuff don't look like that. My stuff don't sound like that. And I went through a really, like, low time trying, because I was comparing myself to people. But what happened was I had to snap myself out of that, and I went back to my own page, and I listened to my own music, and I was like, you know what? I was spending so much time comparing what I thought my work was to what I was seeing, that I wasn't seeing my own worth in my work for
Reflection
what it
is very
was.
important, bro.
And I was like, you know what? I am
Right.
dope. Like my stuff is actually like A1, and it was different than others, and I started to see those differences, and I started to tap into like, this is what makes me me. And going back to the support thing, a lot of people would tell me like, well, your voice sounds like you. It don't sound like nobody else.
Yeah.
Your photography has like a distinct look. Like I know that's a Frankie James photography picture. And in my mind, I was like, I thought I was trash, but you're seeing what I want to see.
Yeah.
So I need to start seeing what you see and believing in what you're telling me, so that way I can see it. So
Yeah.
I think that it's easy sometimes to fall into the some people are doing it better, but you have to look at like Beniki was saying, like what am I doing that makes me different, and then capitalize on that, and then trust that that's going to continue to make you different, and not sacrifice or compromise your artistic integrity for anybody.
Yeah. Have y'all ever been in a position where you were the only one, like in a space where you were that person? You know what I mean? And you didn't have community, or like you didn't feel like you could reach out.
Yep.
I experienced that at work. I'm gonna be honest. You know, like a lot of times, like people. Sometimes in some spaces you don't necessarily connect with everyone, and like how do you navigate that space where you're just like, dang, y'all really not like me? Like, you know, what do you do?
You embrace it.
Yeah, embrace it.
Embrace
You said you
it.
detached, not
Yeah, I'm a detached person as it is, so
That's
that's kind
it.
of what has propelled me into it. Because I mean, I don't like to say it, but there's only one I know back home. You know,
I asked you to say it earlier. You
on.
ain't say nothing. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it.
So me being that, I feel that me being that detached person, like I don't trust people well. Like I don't want to. I just feel people out. I pay attention.
Yeah.
I'm a loner about what I do.
Same.
It's not on purpose though.
Yeah.
It's kind of
I
happens.
got you.
Honestly, yeah. Before like we were talking about because I'm about to come up on we're about to come up on 2 years, but it was certain aspects where I was the only one. It was just me and my sister. Like, all right, what we finna do? Like, I was real with everybody. I was real with my parents. Like, I'm finna do this full time. I told them straight up, I'm about to go to Guitar Center. I'm gonna get the Serato, and I feel like I could take the world over with everything that I have within my grasp.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was alone. But then, like we talked about in the earlier episodes, people are gonna come along that are gonna help aid you and build and add to it, because you're not always going to be alone. You're going to stumble across people that have not the same vision, but aligned goals that y'all can put towards wherever y'all trying to go. So
I think that speaking on just being like the only one, or feeling like you're the only one, when you look back at all the things that have happened over the course of history, like all greatness started from a person being like an outcast, like they were doing something different.
Something that no one
So
else
like,
wanted to do.
look, if you look at it like, oh, I'm the only one, that's a bad thing, then you're never going to grow from that. You're never going to maximize your potential. But if you look at it as like an opportunity, like, okay, I'm the only one. How can I use this opportunity where all eyes are on me to maximize in what I do? And if you look at it from a spiritual aspect, the Bible says that the kingdom of God is a peculiar people. And if you look at peculiar is not meant to blend in, it's meant to stand out.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you come from a spiritual aspect, take that opportunity to be like, okay, I'm peculiar right now, all eyes on me, this is a God-given opportunity for me to maximize. Am I going to take it, or am I going to waste it?
that's facts.
So y'all, we got some bullshit in the middle. Yes, I said some bullshit. So the subject is in between staying or leaving. Hey y'all. So I've been in a relationship for a year and 2 months. Cute, you think, right? Yeah. I thought things were going really well. My boyfriend and I have what I thought was a good communication, honesty, and great chemistry. We were both on the same wavelength as far as drive and ambition. He matches my fly, matches my education, both had graduate degrees in parentheses, and matches my tax bracket.
Oh, okay.
A triple threat. Things were going really well between us until recently when I found out he cheated.
Well,
That's
it.
I really
Look
wanted
good on paper though.
Yeah, I mean, I
All
really wanted to
superficial.
leave the relationship. However, I am conflicted. There aren't many prospects out there that are up to my standards, and I want someone on my level, and I'm not willing to compromise on this. I don't want to leave this relationship to just settle in the next. What should I do?
For the love, is it love or money? That's my first question. Is this love, or is this like they meet all of the on paper the statistical things, but when you put the paper down, when you're just with them, when it's not about the tax bracket, when it's not about the degree, does this person make you happy? Because they cheated. So it's just like, if the first thing you think about when somebody cheats is that, oh, they cheated, but it's okay because you meet all these other requirements. Are you in it for that commitment and for the long haul and for them to love you for you and treat you and give you your worth? Or are you in it because they make you look good?
Nothing about that sounded like a godly union whatsoever.
So I'm actually gonna scratch the other bullshit, and there's something that catches my eye was the there aren't many prospects out there up to my standards.
Prospects, standards.
Interesting.
Yeah,
These are the words. These are
What's the
like,
standard?
But
You can cheat
I
because
don't
you got no
necessarily no. I don't think cheating is a standard.
Who set that standard? Like,
Who sets the standards? I'm gonna say, besides the cheating and besides the like, I don't know. There's some things in here that I won't necessarily agree with, but I personally understand the feeling of wanting to be with someone who you feel is on your level, quote unquote. And obviously, I have different values than some of the things she like indicated was her standards. But I do really genuinely appreciate like someone who's honest about this is what I'm doing with my life, and
Sure.
I'm not gonna be out here like But I don't think like cheating is on my level either. So like,
True.
so I don't know why stay. Obviously, I wouldn't, but I don't know.
A
the
year-
foundation. Just the
a
foundation.
year and 2
alone.
months, you do not even know him.
Yeah.
Like,
We don't
straight
know,
up.
and like I said, I don't know how old this person is. We don't know like
Right.
what you're dating, but what is your dating life like? You said because a lot of people stay together for a long time, but don't actually get to know each other at all. So like you said, a year and 2 months doesn't mean anything because your relationship could be just as shallow as somebody who's been dating for 2 days. So it's just like what. I would need to know the quality of the relationship. I mean, cheating is clearly like, you know, a no deal type situation. But if whatever happened, inexcusable as it is, if you were trying to work through it, you know, if there was something to work with, then maybe you could. But just from the email alone, it doesn't seem like there's anything that's like past surface that's keeping this relationship together. So is it worth fighting for if all you're getting is surface? I mean, you can find people who got money, who got a master's degree, who like.
You think
Yeah.
so?
I think
you think
so.
it's that
I
easy?
think that in the world that we live in now, because having things like a master's degree is kind of like more of a necessity, because you got a bachelor's, that's cool, but you need more. People want you to have more, so people are striving for that. You know, you can make money however you make money, but I just think that like it's easier. If you want it, you can find it. If you look for it and you don't want to wait for it, but to me, that's not all a relationship should be, and all a relationship is, and that's why I'm just saying, like with the whole situation, it just seems like I don't know. Maybe this could be a wake up call for her to be like, you know, do you need more? Should you be striving for more? And this is like a wake up call for you.
I love that Shorty has standards though. Like
I was gonna say, y'all don't want, can we like recognize that?
she knows, because a lot of people out here don't have no idea what they want and expect somebody else and they in a relationship with to figure it out for them. So I love that she has it figured out. I love that she has standards. But the idea of staying with somebody out of fear kind of bothers me.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like, you know, especially if you clear on your standards, it doesn't sound like cheating is one of those.
Yeah.
So if you're not gonna accept it with him or anybody, don't accept it with him. Like, you gotta stick to your guns. If it's unacceptable, it's unacceptable.
So do y'all, like, for you all, because I'm pretty sure everyone here is very ambitious, very driven, is that an requirement for someone that you're with to be as focused on goals and driven, and maybe have a little bit of status in there somewhere, like, y'all would say no? I wish I had a sign that said like, hell yeah.
Maybe status in their own world. I would want somebody that.
Oh, no, not like capital status, but like, I mean, I guess status is the wrong word.
I mean, I'm not looking at
Like,
like status, but I don't know. I would like to think that you both would be driven. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I need some support, and I know sometimes some people need support, but I'm not finna be dragging somebody.
Nah.
Yeah, like.
Ambition is everything.
If you're around me, if you're around anybody like us, you should pick up. You should be able to find your way anyway. So if you're around us, and you not on your job, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like straight up.
And you ain't gotta have it all figured out either. I think that's important to know. Like, you don't have to have everything figured out. But you need to be working towards something.
You gotta work.
How do you tell me?
I gotta see. For me, it's like I need to. Like, so you don't have to have it all together, but I need to see that you're pressing towards a goal. Like, you know, that you want. You have that same like drive that I do, or at least a drive to like move forward. And like, like I was saying before, you have to be able to grow me just like I can grow you. Like, I'm not expecting you to be perfect. If you expect perfection, you set yourself up because nobody is perfect. But we gotta be able to meet on like, yeah, that babe, what you doing? Oh, you want to? How can I help you out? You working toward it, cool. And your diligence will increase my diligence. And like you said, iron sharpens iron. It'll continue to happen until we both, sharp as attack. We kill now.
Y'all positive people. My love has conditions in this economy. My love has. I'm not there yet. I respect it. I really do. But the word standards is something that I'm just gonna hold very dear to my heart.
But have to.
You have to.
And that's respect because can't nobody take you away from your standards if those are standards. And
Yeah.
I respect that.
I do appreciate her standards, but yes, definitely I think that her standards need to be revised to align with a more open environment. And I think that's
You asked a question to us a couple of videos ago, like, what are you willing to like sacrifice? And I think that she may need to ask that question to herself. You have all these standards, and but you want like a successful relationship. What are you willing to sacrifice to like make that happen? Are you willing to sacrifice the fact that somebody's fidelity just to be in a relationship? But when you think about it, that doesn't sit right with you, whoever you are. Then you need to be like, there's something here that's missing. And if that's not it, you need to kind of just reevaluate what is most important to you. Is it status? Is it money? Is it this, cookie cutter on paper relationship? Or is it being truly happy and knowing that no matter what, this person cares about me and is going to be with me and trust me, and I can trust them with my heart.
I think that exists, but so that pretty much wraps up this conversation, y'all. Thanks for being here.
That's all.
Yes, really appreciate y'all feedback and everything. So thanks for watching. Back at home. We'll see you next week.